Hi everyone. In today's video, I am going to show you how to get a good makeup base for oily skin. The first step is to clean your face. You can either use a cleanser or micellar water for this. If you're thinking of using micellar water, I will only recommend Bioderma because this is the most gentle micellar water I have used. Skin prep is very important, especially when you have oily skin, so make sure to clean your face before applying anything. Here I'm just taking some micellar water on a cotton round and cleaning my face. The next step is to moisturize. You can also follow your normal skincare routine, but this is a very basic guide. So I am going to talk about the very basic and important steps. You should use a lightweight moisturizer. You can either use the simple light hydrating moisturizer or this green tea moisturizer from Plum. Both of them perform really well under makeup. The moisturizer should be light because we will be applying a good amount of sunscreen next, and after that we are going to use a primer. For sun protection, I will be using the Aqualogica Radiance Plus Dewy Sunscreen. The main problem with sunscreens under makeup is that they start pilling. Pilling is when the product starts to ball up on your skin, and this can disturb your makeup base. So to avoid that, first we are just going to spread the sunscreen a little bit, like when you apply foundation before blending, and then we dab it in. Pilling can be worsened by too much blending, so this technique requires minimal blending and that reduces the chances of pilling. Other than that, you also need to have a good sunscreen. After this, you will need a pore blurring primer, a silicone based primer basically, to smooth out the texture on your skin. This is a crucial step and you should not skip it. This ensures that your base looks good and your makeup lasts longer. Always start from the T-zone, focus the primer in that area first. If you have prominent pores all over your face, you can apply a light layer of this primer all over your face. Make sure that you dab the primer in. So now let's move on to foundation, and this part of the video is in collaboration with Lakme. In today's video, I am going to use the new Lakme Skin Dew Serum Foundation. This is the box in which I have the foundation, and on the inside, I have got all the 12 shades. And I am going to swatch all the shades, plus I am going to give you a review of these foundations. I have already swatched all the 12 shades, and one thing that I like to say is that these shades are perfect for Indian skin tones. You get 3 shades for fair skin tone, then 3 shades for light, then 3 shades for medium, and ultimately 3 shades for darker skin tones. This is what it looks like. I really like the packaging. It's very travel friendly. It has got a pump and a cap. So this is a skincare infused foundation. It is actually a serum foundation. It has got hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. Now generally serum foundations are very runny and they are perfect for dry skin. They have a very dewy finish, but that's not the case with this foundation. This can be used by all skin types, especially for oily skin. This is an amazing serum foundation. This is also very pigmented and it has got really good coverage. In one layer you will get medium coverage, then you can build it up to full coverage. This is an amazing foundation to wear every day because this has got the goodness of some skincare ingredients like niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. It will keep your skin very fresh, and at the same time it's going to give you the coverage. So it can be used for a lot of different occasions. You can use it for a full coverage glam look. You can use it for an everyday clean look. That's what I am going to do today. So now I'm going to show you the swatches of all the shades of this foundation and how to apply this foundation to get a perfect makeup base. This is the Lakme Skin Dew Serum Foundation that's available in 12 shades. It retails for Rs 875. You get 30 grams of product. The consistency is thick, mousse-like, but it's very blendable. There are 3 shades for fair skin tones, a warm toned, a neutral, and a cool toned shade. Next we have 3 shades for light skin tone, again a warm toned, a neutral, and a cool toned shade. Just like that, we have 3 more shades for medium skin tone and ultimately 3 shades for deeper skin tones. Now my shade falls in this category. Warm beige is my shade in this. Now let's get to foundation application. You can either use a foundation brush, a small dense brush, or a makeup sponge to apply foundation. For spot concealing or problems like hyperpigmentation, you can use a small dense brush, something like the PAC 218, and if you have hyperpigmentation, always start with that. This way you end up using less product on your entire face. The T-zone is where you should focus the foundation first, then apply it to the rest of your face, and ultimately if you have any dark spots or blemishes, you can conceal them with a small and dense brush. So I'm just taking a little bit of foundation in warm beige and applying it on my pigmentation, and now you will see the amazing coverage that this has. You just need the least amount of product and it covers my pigmentation really well. Now let's get to makeup sponge. You can use a makeup sponge if you want to apply a light, even layer of foundation all over your face. The foundation is very long lasting. It doesn't enhance your skin's texture. It sits beautifully on your skin and it has a very unique formula for a serum foundation. It is sweat proof, it doesn't transfer on normal surfaces. It did transfer a little bit on my phone. Overall, this is an amazing skincare infused serum foundation that can be used by oily skin. And next is the foundation brush. It can be used to get more coverage. This foundation did not oxidize. I matched my foundation to my chest, so my face might look a little light right now, but it will look normal by the time I finish this look. So this foundation has a very thick, moussey texture, but it blends really easily and it feels really lightweight and comfortable on the skin. It's sweat proof and transfer proof to an extent. I am going to do the transfer test. So right now, as you can see, it looks a little bit luminous. It's not too glowy, and that's a good thing if we consider oily skin, because if you apply products that are super glowy, they will make you look sweaty by the end of the day. So this is an amazing serum foundation and I love this shade. This is called warm beige. This is my perfect shade. If you are NC40, you are going to love this shade. Next is concealer. I use a little bit of concealer for my under eyes, and if you have fine lines under your eyes, make sure that you do not apply too much product because creasing is inevitable, but what makes it worse is when there is too much product sitting in your fine lines. I always like applying eyeshadow on my lower lash line that kind of conceals my fine lines. So this concealer is in the shade beige. It's the Lakme 9 to 5 Primer Plus Matte Liquid Concealer. This has got a matte finish. After this, I am going to use another shade from the same concealer range to contour my face. This is the shade Cocoa, and this has a very neutral undertone, so it's perfect for cream contouring. After this, I am going to use a cream blush. This is optional. You can apply it or you can skip it. This just gives a little bit more color to my face. The blush that I'm using here is from K Beauty. It's the K Beauty Cream Blush in the shade Sweetheart Pink. And ultimately, you want to powder your face. Now, this is a powder technique that I really like. First, you need a setting powder, something like a compact, and you can use a powder brush to apply the setting powder under your eyes. Basically, wherever you see creasing, you can apply this in those areas. And then to seal everything in, I am going to use a loose, translucent powder. I use the least amount of this, and first I am going to apply it in the inner corner of my eyes. You can set your entire face with the compact, but I'll not recommend that you use this translucent powder for your whole face. I mean, the foundation and concealer are amazing for oily skin. You don't need a lot of powder to set them. After this, I am going to use a setting spray. I'll recommend a matte finish setting spray if you have oily skin. This is another step that makes sure that your makeup lasts longer. And after this, you can do your normal makeup routine like powder contouring and highlighting. I'm just going to use some powder highlighter over here to bring back some of the glow. The best thing about this look is that as the time progresses, this starts looking more natural and more skin-like. So as your skin starts getting more oily, this makeup is going to look better, I'd say, and it will easily last for about 6 to 8 hours. There can be some creasing, but it's nothing that a little bit of touch-up can't fix. For my lip shade, I will be using the Lakme 9 to 5 Primer Plus Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade Intense Latte. And that's it for this video. I hope you find it helpful. Do not forget to check out the Lakme Skin Dew Serum Foundations. I am going to link them in the description box along with all the other products. If you liked the video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.